How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the TheBlueShifting and welcome back to the Uncivilized Run. Remember, this is going to be a bit of a startup. You've just seen the first episode, had a bit of an issue with some of the, some recording content and, capture issues, but we should be right back. Hopefully, I've been able to resolve all the issues, but if you're watching this, it means we have, and it's like we're back on track. So, last time was essentially, we built the original character, and we got through the tutorial prologue, and now we're on Taris, and we are to get out. So, first things first, we have to somehow get to the lower city, try and find Bastila. And then once we find her, we can then try and get out of here from the blockade of the Sith. So a lot of this is going to be a lot of setup, a lot of characterization. We're going to be moving through and kind of getting to understand where we are, what's going on, the state of the war, and the galaxy in general. It's going to be a really good time, a lot of story time. So we're going to remember, I'm going to be leaning into Killy the Bid's character development more so than anything else. I'm going to be trying to hit all the story points, so if you're following along, it's either been a while or you're new to the series, you won't miss anything crucial. I will be cutting out maybe some of the less important interactions just because I don't want to make you sit through 4 hours of something that's mostly just running and gunning. So I'll keep it to the highlights, but I'll make sure that any story bullet points that are going to be there are going to be covered. So hopefully you'll join me for this. And the thing is, the challenge really will kick off once we get off Taris, because for now, we're essentially playing the game as we were always intended to. So the real fun will kick in once we get off the planet, but for now, just keep in mind that we are doing a run where we're going to be exclusively running without force powers or lightsabers. So I'm running around. I've already stolen Carth's blaster, and I've got an ion blaster, but I've got a little bit of a sneaky, I won't call it an exploit, but it's an exploit of something that should happen now that we leave, because like I said, I was able to equip Carth's gear onto myself, and I've given him a sword. But something interesting is going to happen when we step out the door. We have our first interaction with Sith on the planet. So let's go ahead and get that kicked off. And, after this point, I'm not going to be super meta anymore, but keep in mind, I know this game pretty well, so I might be utilizing some tips and tricks. I might shout them out a little bit, but primarily I'm going to be focusing on the story and narrative. But if I have something that I might want to share that you might not know, or just maybe something I've learned and found out, I'll probably share it. So let's get started.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid.
There was a patrol here yesterday. They found nothing. Why do you Sith keep bothering us?
That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this?
Nothing like a
Humans
slow
hanging
day.
out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
Oh, there we go. Now, see, that's the thing. We barely came out of basic learning lore, and here we are in a fight. Let's get started. Ah, darn it. My exploit apparently did not work, but that's okay.
How'd you like that?
Poor Exo. He never should have got to fight the Sith. Thankfully, you were here to step in and help us, human. This isn't the first time the Sith have come in here to cause trouble for us, but hopefully it will be the last. Won't someone come searching for this patrol? Don't worry about the bodies. I'll move them so it looks like they were killed elsewhere. That should throw the Sith off their tracks. With any luck, they won't be bothering us for a while. Because, that's what normal, healthy citizens would do. Oh, Carth, what kind of terrible place have you taken us to? Alright, but I gotta explain now. So he's carrying a sword, right? There's a chance that when you come out of the apartment for the first time, that if you take away his blasters, he will not have them in his hand anymore. Instead, he will regain his guns. And so sometimes, if you're lucky, you can get 2 of Carth's blasters. It doesn't always work though. And so I'm actually going to switch this out for a new blaster, because unless I'm fighting droids, that's not going to be super useful. But anyway, so this is our setup. Dual blasters and Carth with a sword, because I need him to mostly be a bullet sponge for me. Idea.
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
I'm sorry, I was just investigating the area.
That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden.
Holden? Who's that?
Just one of Darvik's men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price.
What do you mean?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm in enough trouble already. Besides, I don't know if I can trust you.
Oh, come on. It's me. I'm Killy the Bid. There's nothing you have to worry about. Come on, sweetie. Just What's bothering you? Trust me, maybe I can help.
Well, I suppose you seem like an all-right sort. When I cut Holden, it made him back off, but it also embarrassed him in front of his friends. Holden's a spiteful little hut slug. He went and put out a bounty on my head for what I did. That's why I'm hiding out here.
Interesting. Well, it turns out Carth and I are in a bit of dire straits, but getting in with the crime lords is actually a very likely way of us getting off planet, and I think extra credits could do good. So, you know, and here's the thing, you're claiming you're innocent, but you literally assaulted him. I think it's escalation. You know, it's one of those things you should have asked for help. You should have got a guard's attention, but instead you went vigilante, and so, I mean, I think I'll just go ahead and be collecting the bounty on your head.
Wait, think about what you're doing. If that pig had just kept his hands to himself, I wouldn't have had to give him that scar with my vibroblade. He gets drunk and tries to force himself on me, and I get a bounty put on my head for defending myself. Where's the justice in that? Holden's the one to blame, not me.
Hey, blame the system. I mean, if you could just put a bounty on someone's head for literally no reason, then I think that's something to be said. But it sounds like there's a checks and balances to this system. So, I'm sorry, but I kind of want the credits.
What's wrong with you? She doesn't deserve this.
She sliced that guy up. She's only getting what she deserves. I mean, come on, she attacked him. Yes, he was being a pig, but there were better alternative solutions.
Then you're going to learn the same lesson I taught Holden. I'm not as helpless as I look.
Why am I dark side points there? That makes no sense. And Carth, for someone who protested so much, you certainly were gung-ho about jumping into this. And we'll just, you know, take a look and see if there's anything to... Oh, so it said there were remains. Oh, there they are. There we go. Just a few pocket credits. And your bag. Since they don't belong to anybody anymore. There you go. Killy the Bid, making a name for himself. Well, don't think too many of your kind out here. Most of the residents around that old apartment are legal aliens. My name is Lauren, by the way. Nice to meet you, Lar. My name's Killy the Bid. Pay no attention to the blaster shots you've heard. I mean, they all, obviously, the Sith were the ones that went into that apartment and destroyed that poor woman's, life. I mean, obviously, it would not be me. I know it's not really my business, but you look like someone who might need to purchase one of my new energy shields. They're the latest thing, you know, very high-tech. I know all about energy shields. Oh, okay then. Well then, you might be interested in knowing I have one for sale. It isn't cheap, but it could be the difference between life and death. If you want to see what I have in stock, my kiosk isn't much to look at, but my prices are reasonable and the merchandise is sound. I'll be going. I don't have any money to be speaking of here. See you around. Alright, so Carth is saying that somehow our pod, which we were in, crashed at full speed from somewhere up there in orbit, all the way down, landed like this on this walkway, only did this much damage, and we were able to get out and into that apartment building before the Sith showed up. I mean, that doesn't even seem physically possible, Carth. Do you understand how fast we'd have to be falling through the atmosphere? Carth, why aren't you looking at me? Carth, is there something you haven't been telling me? Are you lying? Are you working for the Sith? What's up? I'm on to you. I don't like you, Carth. Nobody likes Carth. Something seems to be bothering Carth. I don't know. Maybe it's all the terrible things I just said to his face and all the questioning about his motives and motivations. Maybe you should speak to him and see if you can get him to open up about it. All right, Carth, tell me what you know.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Is this a good time to ask you more questions?
I guess I did say you could ask me questions later, didn't I? Is this really necessary?
Not if you have a problem with it, but it makes me suspicious.
No, I don't have a problem with it, really. Go ahead and interrogate me.
Excellent. Soon all your secrets will be mine.
All my secrets are purely of the mundane variety, unfortunately. Nothing worth extracting, though you're welcome to try. Let me ask you something first, though. I've been going through the battle aboard the Endar Spire over and over in my head since we crashed. Some things just don't add up for me. Maybe you could tell me what happened, from your perspective.
Well, Carth, first of all, I literally just explained to you how I don't see the math adding up. You say that we crashed onto this pad. We happened to land on the upper level just barely without breaking it or destroying the pod. Then we were able to crawl out and be dragged into that apartment before anybody could respond, when there are Sith patrols actively walking around this exact same level of the pavilion. Your story isn't adding up, so what makes you think my story is going to add up? I'm not. You're quick to point fingers, man. Of course, I did technically point fingers first thing, but anyway. Yeah, excuse me. I wasn't in a position to know what was going on, really.
Neither was I, to tell the truth. I was on board as an advisor for the most part. The battle began so fast it's anyone's guess as to what actually happened. We lost the ship and a lot of good people, and for what? On the hope that the Jedi powers would save us somehow? Not that Bastila had much of an opportunity to act. We didn't choose that battle anyway. It got forced on us. Hell, I'm just as surprised that any of us are alive to talk about it. Come to think of it, it's more than a little surprising that you happen to be here, isn't it? I mean, just what is your position with the Republic fleet anyway?
Oh, literally, I am a criminal. I'm not shy about the fact that I'm willing to do what it takes to get some money and to, give myself an edge in both combat and social. So yeah, I used to be a smuggler. If you must know, I was recruited into the fleet for my knowledge.
A smuggler? I should have guessed. Isn't it odd, however, that a smuggler who was added to the crew at the last minute just happens to be alive?
Well, yeah. And isn't it odd that we happen to be in the same pod when apparently you're this war hero, but you aren't telling me that because somebody else told me you were a Republic war hero? What are you, are you implying I had something to do with the crash?
No. Well, maybe. Don't get me wrong, it just seems odd that someone Bastila's party specifically requested to transfer aboard happens to survive.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Jedi requested numerous things when they came on board. I mean, hell, they practically took over the ship as far as I could tell. Considering your connection to Bastila and the Jedi, but whether you know it or not, your presence here seems a little convenient. I'm probably wrong, and this is probably nothing, I know. I learned a long time ago not to take things at face value, however, and I hate surprises.
So do I, Carth, and I'm not taking your story at face value either. It makes no sense. What do you mean by surprises?
I mean, I have to expect the unexpected, just to be safe.
Cool. You know we're on the same side right now. Right now. For now, I should say.
Look, it has nothing to do with you personally. I don't trust anyone, and I have my reasons. And no, I'm not going to discuss them, so can we just keep our mind on more important things?
I consider this important.
All right. You're pretty damn tenacious. You know that? We'll talk about it, but later. Right now, I just want to get going.
Interesting. So you can throw away accusations. You can throw accusations at me, but as soon as I start countering with them, you suddenly don't want to talk about it. That's pretty two-faced, Carth. That's pretty selective, Carth. What are you hiding? Do you want to turn me in? You want to try and collect on my bounty? You're not getting me. I'm going to go down. I'm going to take you down first, buddy. I'll be watching you. Always watching. All right, so now we're going to embark in the smuggler's choice of game, in this game, Pazak. Now, Pazak's a really interesting game. I'm going to summarize it very quickly if you don't know. So essentially what happens is you have two players, each drawing from a deck. The deck has a number of cards, 1 through 10, and there's duplicates of them, just like 1 through 10 cards. Effectively, you could imagine them as a deck of playing cards without face cards. Now, what happens is that you each draw from a personal deck of plus and minus cards. The basic deck starts off with only plus cards, but you can buy more cards to kind of flesh out your deck. You can even get flip cards that can be a plus or a minus. You draw 4 of them at the beginning, and then you each take turns drawing cards. Your goal is to try and get to 20 without going over, and you're trying to beat your opponent, get closer to the number 20 without going over and having them either go over or be under you when you end. You win, and if you do that, you win a set. If you win 3 sets, you win the game. I'm going to do a game of it right now, but that's essentially the rule. So we're going to go and play with Niklas here, and I'm going to see if I can win because...
Move along. Have you come here just to bother me, or do you wish to test yourself against the best Pazak player on Taris?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'd like to play.
I'm going to enjoy relieving you of your credits almost as much as I'm going to enjoy humiliating you.
I'll go ahead and just wager 40. I don't have a whole lot of credits right now. Now, see, this is where we build a deck, but in my starter deck, the one you get is just plus cards, and you only have that. So this is my entire deck, and I'm going to draw 4 of these cards randomly. All right, so I got +2, +3, +4, +1. That's actually a really decent spread, and they're lower, which I enjoy. Now, we're going to take turns. I end my turn, and it passes over. If I'm over 20 when I hit end turn, I lose. I can stop whenever I want to, but I'm locked in at that point, including whatever cards I played from my hand. All right, so now he's at 9 and I'm at 7. I've already got an advantage because I'm already 2 cards in and he's already further ahead. So if I'm lucky, he'll have to lock down his answer before I do, and that gives me the exact idea of why I need to target. Now I'm at 10. See, worst case scenario now, I could draw a 10. Actually, best case scenario, I draw a 10, I hit 20 exactly without having to play any cards. Which is great. It means that I can end my turn comfortably. Anytime after this, regardless of what I draw, though, I'm at risk of going over automatically if I'm not careful. All right, so now he's locked in at 19, which means I have to get a 20 if I want to beat him. Now, luckily, I drew and got 17. I can play this 3, and I win the set. I got to win 3 sets to win the game. Oh, and here we go. Now, I got here early, but I'm going to go ahead and play that, hit my 20. So now he has to get 20 or lose. If he gets 20, we tie. Now, see, he got 20, so it's a tied set. Nobody wins. But we've had to expend a card. Now, I'm a card down, which puts me at a slight disadvantage. At 7 and 9. Oop, 19. He's going to have to lock down there. Now, all I have to do is beat a 19 or at least match it to make sure he doesn't win. So we're going to see what I can do with a 1 and 2. Boom! I got really lucky there, and I got my second win. This is going really well. 9-2, 16. Now, see, that's risky. If I hit end turn, I'm more than likely to draw a card more than 4, and that'll mean I automatically lose. If he gets really unlucky, he might also do it, but he's got 3 cards. I'm going to go ahead and stand here because I've got 2 wins up on him, so I'd rather not take the risk. He's probably going to win this set, though, because it's not going to be too hard to beat me. It really just depends on what cards he's got. See? Got it automatically. This is a pure luck game. There's really no skill. Like, the skill is so minimal. There, he got over. Oh, he had a minus card, though. See, I don't have minus cards, unfortunately. Come on, give it to me. Crap, now I'm on pure luck. Oh, come on, I was doing so well. Bust. I have to go,
Pazak is not.
Yeah, goodbye.
If you have
I'm gonna play Pazak at least once against every opponent who I find who wants to play it, but based on what I just displayed there, I'm probably gonna keep losing. But hey, I'm a smuggler.
Hi there. I haven't seen you around before. Of course, they don't give us Sith officers from the military base much time off.
Oh, you're from the military. You're Sith. You're from the military base. You don't look like one of the Sith.
I'm off duty right now, so I'm not in uniform. My name is Sana, junior officer, first class with the Sith occupation force.
Oh, nice to meet you, Sarna. I'm Killy the Bid.
I'm actually a little surprised you're talking to me at all. Most of the people here on Taris can't stand us Sith. It can make this job pretty lonely.
Well, I wonder why. Makes you a bunch of buttholes. Wait, you're just doing your job, right? I don't hold that against you.
That's true, but people don't appreciate what we've done for them. We could have slapped a curfew on this whole planet, but we didn't. You know, it's like everyone on this backwater planet is in a permanent bad mood. Don't they know we have to make the best of things?
Yeah, everyone has their ups and downs. It's how you deal with them that counts. I mean, you've got to just roll with the punches and make the most of every situation. Yeah, sometimes people get harmed along the way, but that's the thing, is that as long as you're not going out of your way to hurt people, there's really no harm, no foul.
Exactly, it's all about attitude. I didn't ask to be assigned to this backwater planet, but I try to make the best of it. It's pretty easy to get depressed on an assignment like this, but we do what we can to keep our spirits up.
Yeah, you need to blow off steam once in a while.
That's true. It's nice to meet someone who understands what I'm going through. It's good to talk about this stuff. It gets pretty lonely up at the military base. I have to get going soon. I've got a ship to the military base, but some of us junior Sith officers are having a party tonight to blow off some steam. I'd really like to see you again. Why don't you drop by the party? I'll show you where it is on your map.
Sounds good. I'll be there.
Don't be late. We're starting right after our shift's end. Most of us won't even be going back to the base to lock up our uniforms. I look forward to seeing you there.
Oh, interesting. I've never actually seen this quest before. I don't know how, but that's new to me. There's a really easy way to get Sith uniforms, which we're going to need, but that sounds like a much better way. I wonder, okay, so where do I have to go for this? I'm very curious. Invited to a party. You've been invited to a party by one of the Sith according to directions of the datapad. They're getting together in an apartment on the east side of the North Upper City. Okay. I'll have to check that out. But first, we have to go and see what's happening in the fighting circles.
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Gurlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here, two combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Gurlon Two Fingers. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the ever-persistent Jedi Duncan.
Oh boy, here it goes. Alright, fight! Oh, Butterfingers.
And to nobody's great surprise, Deadeye is down again. Don't worry, folks, he's just unconscious. As usual, our man will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Gurlon Two Fingers.
There he is. Well, that's interesting. Hey, Carth, I think we gotta take care of some other stuff right now, but what do you say we get in on this business? Maybe we can throw you in, huh? See what happens when you get shot at by a bunch of stun blasters? Could be fun, right? Come on, don't you want to do it? Well, I'll see. Maybe we'll come back later, and if we can make some money, we'll probably try our hand at that.
I see from your appearance that you are an off-worlder. Still, you're welcome here. I'll not have it said that Zelka refused to help somebody just because they weren't a citizen of Taris. Do you require healing or medical supplies? I can treat almost any injury or ailment right here at the medical facility. Except the rat ghoul disease, of course.
Yes, this is a hospital. I never would have guessed. Actually, it kind of looks like one. They got the beds and the tanks and floating liquidy Healy water, but I didn't really know that. It's not like I had well, okay, maybe I had a sign. I wasn't paying attention. I don't read. Killy the Bit doesn't have to read. Anyway, rat ghoul disease, what is that?
The terrible affliction has plagued Taris for many generations. It is spread by the rat ghouls, horrible monsters that live in the undercity below Taris's great skyscrapers. Prolonged exposure to the undercity breeds the disease, and those infected will eventually mutate into rat ghouls themselves, becoming mindless beasts that feed on the flesh of others.
Interesting. That's disturbing, because Carth, aren't we supposed to be heading down there? Is there no cure?
There is no antidote for the disease, though I heard the Republic scientists at the military base here on Taris were close to perfecting a cure. Then the Sith arrived. They overran the military base, and now they refuse to allow anyone access to the laboratories inside. The Sith are keeping all the serum for the patrols they send into the Undercity. If I could just get my hands on a sample of that serum, the rat ghoul disease could be wiped from the face of Taris forever. But I don't see how that's going to happen.
That's odd. You think even if the Sith have it, they would do something with it besides just keep it to themselves, especially if you could easily mass produce it. I mean, maybe just getting a sample isn't the solution you think it is, old man. Well, maybe I could get my hands on the serum for you for a price.
I couldn't afford to give you more than a few med packs and a handful of credits. The medical center can barely afford to stay open as it is. But it hardly matters anyway. I don't see how anyone could get their hands on that serum. The military base is crawling with Sith guards. Breaking in there would be a suicide mission. I suppose the Sith patrols in the undercity might have a sample of the serum on them, if they hadn't already used it because of a rat ghoul infection. But I doubt a patrol would just hand the serum over. And nobody is stupid enough to attack one of the Sith patrols, even in the undercity.
I don't know about that. You might be looking at the stupid guy you need. Don't worry. I'll get, I'm not gonna say that. Let's see what, sounds good, but I'll go ahead and get going now.
Goodbye, and good health to you. If you ever need any medical aid or treatment, you know where to find me.
The nice thing is this is almost like a human Pokemon Center, because we can just come in here and get healed whenever. But the thing is, like, he's got something back here he's trying to hide. Let's figure out what it is.
No problem. Got it.
He's got bodies!
What are you doing? Don't go in there. That door is for employees only.
Hey, I recognize these men. They're Republic soldiers.
You recognize these soldiers? But how? Unless you're a friend of the Republic.
Persuade threat. No, I'm a friend of the Republic. You can trust me.
I guess I'd better tell you what's going on. I only hope the Sith don't find out what I've done.
Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet. I had to take them in. What choice did I have? Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
Interesting. So, you've got these soldiers and there's nothing you can do for them. That's odd. But, you know what? You definitely seem genuine. That's the thing. Of all the things, unlike Carth, I think I can believe you. Don't worry. Your secret's safe with me.
Thank you for keeping my secret. I only wish there was more I could do, but medical science has only come so far. I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
So how did Carth and I get out of that relatively unscathed? Carth, how? Why are we spared when these men aren't? I don't know what you did when I was unconscious, but I'm not very happy about it, because you refused to tell me. Let's go, Carth.
Psst, you there. Wait a minute. I need to talk to you about the rat ghoul serum. I've got an offer for you might want to hear.
Oh, an offer? What are you talking about?
Zelka isn't the only one who wants to get his hands on the rat ghoul serum. Davik Kang will pay you 10 times what Zelka can if you can get the cure.
Ah. Interesting. So Davik Kang, who's that? I'm guessing he's somebody I need to start rubbing elbows with, you know? Local crime lord, I'm guessing?
Oh, come on. Everybody knows who Davik Kang is. He's the big boss around here. Gambling, smuggling, extortion. He's got a piece of all the action on Taris.
Definitely sounds like somebody I need to start talking to. Where can I find Davik if I want to give him this cure?
Davik isn't the kind of guy you can just walk up to, you know. He likes to keep his business at arm's length. The best thing to do is to take the rat ghoul serum to Zax. He runs the lower city bounty office, but everyone knows he also works for Davik. He'll make it worth your while.
Oh, so I already have to talk to him about a bounty I actually need to collect on. So, keep your offer in mind. I mean, I could guess why he might want it so badly. It makes sense. Like I said, why sit on something like this when it's so valuable? Now, granted, it's not great to charge, like, premium for medicine, but, I mean, I gotta live too. I can't blame somebody for being an a-hole about what they do with the serum once they get their hands on it. But Zelka is doing us a favor. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how strapped for cash we are. Maybe we'll come and give it to him. Because the thing is, like, it's one thing about collecting a bounty on someone who's obviously committed a crime. It's another thing when it's like medicine. Medicine's not really something that you should be playing around with.
And then only the rich could afford the cure. Just let the poor suffer, right?
If you find the rat ghoul serum, just take it to Zax in the lower city bounty office. He works for Davik. He'll pay you what that cure is really worth.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll come back. Oh, Carth, there's your friends over there. You wanna go say hi?
Davik says you missed your last payment.
Davik doesn't like you missing payments.
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have?
Too bad. Davik's gonna want to make an example of you. You're coming with us.
No, help! Somebody help! They're going to kill me!
I know we have to be careful about drawing attention to ourselves, but are we gonna just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness here.
Davik doesn't like witnesses. Carth, leave this to me. I don't care. If someone gets themselves in trouble, bad luck on them. They should have made a deal like that. But here's the thing. I don't like your attitude, sir. Guys want to teach you a bit of my business. Well, interesting. Guys, we could have been friends. I want to talk to Davik, but Davik can't see me being weak enough to just crumble under a little pressure. And since you decided to make this lethal...
Thank you. I owe you my life. Those bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me. My wife warned me not to take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
I'm not gonna rob him. He obviously doesn't have much. I'm just glad I could help.
I'm getting out of here before any more of Davik's goons show up. You should do the same.
And I don't know why on earth you decided to take out that loan. Terrible decision. Meanwhile, oh look, credits. There we go. Alright. And look, the Sith don't care. Yeah, Sith really just do not give a crap.
Got it.
Oh, hello, Largo.
Please, please don't hurt me. You don't have to kill me. I'll have Davik's money if he just gives me a little more time. Please. I don't want to die. Here, I've got 50 credits on me. That's all I've got. It's yours. Just don't tell Davik where I'm hiding, okay? I'm begging you.
Interesting. What are you babbling about?
You mean you're not here to kill me? But I thought you were one of Davik's bounty hunters. If you're not here to kill me, what do you want?
Well, the problem is, you look like you're in trouble, and I need to get in well with Davik. The other guy was probably going to be suffering the same fate, except for I didn't get an opportunity to take him in, and those guys picked a fight with me. So maybe I should just beat them to the punch this time, and get the bounty myself.
I knew you were here to kill me. Well, I won't go down without a fight.
Sorry, buddy. But the game was rigged from the start. Ow, I'm almost dead. Alright, now let me just clutch my side. Now thankfully, there's a little bit of a trick here. Return to hideout. And then you transit back. Oh, no, cancel. Transit back. And you're healed and right where you left off. It's so cheap. I'm kind of glad they take it out of the next game, but you know, I'm not gonna just ignore it when I can just run back real quick and heal up. Now let's go to that party. Ah, here it is. I can't dance.
Hey, you made it. I was beginning to wonder if you were going to show. The party's in full swing. Come on in. You have to try this Tarisian ale. It's fantastic. We should have conquered this planet ages ago.
Careful, Sana. That wine's got quite the kick. A couple more bottles and we'll all be passed out on the floor.
Who cares? We're not on duty tomorrow. Let's live a little. Come on, drink up.
Sounds good. Let's have a party. Holy crap! They literally all passed out. Dang, that stuff must be some serious. I need to take some of that stuff. That stuff's gonna be useful. Well, what's over here?
Yes, what's on your...
Nope, I don't want to talk to you.
You got it.
Stupid Carth. Oh, hey, look at that. We got some Sith armor. That was handy.
What is this planet coming to, huh? Slummy's just walking around the upper city.
Shouldn't you go to Laura says you belong, Slummy?
Wow, this is rich.
Yeah, like he said. These streets are for upper city citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's good for you.
I mean, you guys just look like you're having a lot of fun. Maybe let's just be friends here. Come on. Like, I'm in the upper city, you're the upper city. We're not slummies. Let's go get a drink.
A drink? Hey! For a slummy, you ain't so bad. Come on, boys. This slummy's buying the next round.
No way, forget it. No more drinks. We're late enough as it is.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Maybe next time, slummy. Come on, fellas, let's go.
Okay. Sure, buddies. You guys have fun. Ooh, a droid shop. You know what? I could use somebody who's not Carth, so let's go see if we can get a droid. Oh, hello. A customer. Come in. Janice now at your service. Welcome to my droid and droid supply shop. Always good to see a new face. Customers are hard to come by. A lot of Taris citizens won't even come in here. They refuse to shop at a store and buy a Twi'lek. What do they have against Twi'leks? They don't like aliens much here in the Upper Terrace. They tolerate us Twi'leks, but they'd rather see us as dancers in the cantina than successful business owners.
You'd think people would be a little more tolerant of others in this day and age. I guess stupidity and ignorance will never go out of style.
You'll see
a few aliens around, but most of the non-humans stick to the lower city. I've learned not to dwell on it, though. I try to stay focused on running my store. My selection's a bit limited right now. The Sith confiscated all my assault droids, but I've got a utility droid you might find interesting. Well, it's if a droid and it's not Carth, I'm interested. Let me see what you've got. Let me see. Utility droids. What did I do? What don't they do? They're great at making vehicle repairs, for starters. Pretty handy to have in a fight. Small, but tough with a surprising amount of firepower. And there's no better code breaker or security system slicer around. Not that I'd ever condone you doing anything illegal, of course. Oh, of course, of course. Let me see your droids. I've only got 2 droids left. A rebuilt T3H8 unit for 50 credits, and a top-of-the-line T3M4 model with all the options, but he's not for sale. I'll take the T3H8. Here's 50 credits. You know a bargain when you see one. Little guy's reliable as the droids get. I did a conditioning on him myself. Don't worry. He'll follow you everywhere. Is there anything else you need? I think I'll be good. I'll be going now. Maybe I'll see you around later. Don't forget my store motto. If you need droid parts, Janice Now's all you got is your gal. Alright. So which one are you? T3H8. I immediately am regretting this decision. Alright, come on, droid. You're still better company than Carth. Alright, now I've probably got to head down. Of course. Of course! He's a bomb! That was an attempt assassination! You scum! Welcome back to my shop. Hey, where's little T3H8 I sold you? It blew up. I came to get my money back. It blew up? Huh, I thought I'd taken care of that little cross-wiring problem. No worries, we're in an honest business here. I don't have to give you a refund, but I don't want to lose another customer. Here, your 50 credits back. No hard feelings, right? I think you should give me something extra for all the trouble. I guess I did cause you some inconvenience. I don't want to get a reputation for poor customer service. Business is tough as it is. Here's 75 credits. I think that's more than fair. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? I'll be going now. Maybe I'll see you around later. Don't forget the store motto. If you need droid parts, Jasnell's all you got. I won't be coming back, but I appreciate you actually treating me relatively well. I feel sorry for all of the other droids in this place. Oh, what's going on here?
Friends and fellow humans, I bring you a warning. A warning of a great plague spreading across our planet. Please, listen to me. My name is Gorton Kolu. Will you join my cause? We must band together if we are to stop the spread of vermin and scum throughout Taris.
Oh, boy. Are you referring to the Sith?
I am speaking of the hideous-looking aliens who walk the world of Taris. The Wookiees and Ithorians and Rhodians and Bith, all of them. Listen, friend, for these are dark times. That is why I, Gorton Kolu, have formed the Anti-Alien League. The time has come for action. We cannot sit idly by while aliens blight our glorious planet.
Okay, question. Because, honestly, it's staggering how dumb you are. You think humans can't... Well, didn't you settle this planet? Like, this isn't a human planet, right? Like, aliens... We're aliens. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know which is worse, your hate-mongering or your ignorance. Some of my best friends have been aliens.
You are like all the rest. You will not see the truth. On the day of reckoning, you will suffer with the rest of the alien lovers.
Come on, we should keep moving. Kook or no, people like him can make trouble for us.
Yeah, what a dummy. Ah, lower city.
This elevator is off limits. Only Sith patrols and those with proper authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along.
Oh, where can I get authorization papers?
If you were supposed to have them, you'd know where to get them. Now quit wasting my time and move along.
Okay, I'll be going.
Move along then.
We're gonna need some kind of disguise if we want to get past this guy.
I'm 4 steps ahead of you, Carth. You don't need to be so obvious. Excuse me, sir. Please don't look behind the curtain. I just pop in here, and I go and I pop this on. Hello, fellow Sith. I am also a Sith, and I am down to go into the patrols in the undercity and to do Sithly things. Don't question me. I simply know what I'm doing, and don't bother with this guy here. I know he's not in uniform, but I am obviously a Sith, so you know to trust me, correct? He's literally not even gonna mention anything.
Another patrol heading down to the lower city, eh? Well, good luck. I've heard it's pretty rough down there. There's a big swoop gang war going on, you know. You better watch yourself. Those gangs will take a shot at anyone, even us. It's too bad we don't have the manpower just to sweep those slums clean.
Wow, literally, just not even questioning it. Well, interesting. Now, this armor sucks, so I'm immediately going to take it off. But Carth has nothing else on, so I'm going to go ahead and slap this puppy on him. I'm sure he will love this. There we go. Now I don't have to look at your face anymore. Maybe you'll get shot at more too, Carth, if I'm lucky. All right, I'm going to save because I have a feeling things are going to go out of hand soon. All right, let's go. Interesting. Next time, nothing of Beth, father. The Volkers are strongest. We'll teach you who is strongest. Fetch, she just dropped. Ooh, boy. Sith aren't welcome here. Carth! Gosh darn you! Why are you getting us under attack? Hang on, I just realized something. Carth should have 2 swords, because he's got the dual wielding. Yeah, run and get yourself into the fray while I sit in the back and absolutely just try and wreck these guys. Holy crap, Carth, come on. Alright. In that case, grenade! Oh, fetch! Jeez, that's why you save, man. That's why you save.
You asked for this!
There we go. There we go. All it took was a grenade and a med pack, and we're fine. We're fine. Nothing terrible happened. Alright, so this is an interesting one because it's a puzzle based on the data pad you get. So you read the data pad, it's about members of a band, and you just need to kind of read through it and figure out the order that the members showed up in order to unlock the box. Alright, so let's see, work in progress, origin of the band. Elinda became the first member. Githos scrambled to find musicians to back her. Found a Beth Unja, and after that they got Unja's brother Uji. So Alinda Unja Unji. And then Unja wasn't much of a musician. They fired Unja and got Lupa. Of course, that didn't go out with Unja's brother, and so Uji quit. Then Lupa knew another musician named Photo. And then Alana's singing worked well. Elinda didn't like David Kang and was worried about it, so she ran away. And he came up with a brilliant plan to save the group by hiring her sister, Ashana. Okay, so it's first is Elinda, then Uji. Okay, I messed up. Alana, Uja, Uji, Lupa, come on, let me highlight the thing. Photo, Carth, and then finally Ashana. Yes, piece of cake. Very simple puzzle, but fulfilling and effective. Now, Carth, get away from the box so I can see what I looted. A Chani fiber armor, nice. I actually believe that's better than what I've currently got. So, defense 4, max bonus 5. Defense 5, max bonus 5. And it's upgradable. Yeah, that's really good. I'm probably going to end up wearing that for most of the game. And then that means I can give you the combat suit, which is better than the Sith armor and looks better anyway. Ugh, except I have to look at your face again. Darn it, Carth. All right, that was worth it. Now let's continue on, see if there's any other guys to beat up, things to destroy, all that good stuff.
No problem. Got it.
Hey, you can't come in here. There's a private apartment. What are you doing in here? This place looks abandoned. None of your business. So turn around and go back the way you came. You know what's good for you. Are you in some kind of trouble? You want to talk about it? I guess. I could tell you. You'll probably find out on your own eventually. Anyway, Zax is giving his bounties away like candy, or so I hear. My name's Matrick. I used to work for the Exchange, but all the violence and killing tried to get to me. I knew what I was doing was wrong, so I turned to the state's evidence. My testimony helped put some of the biggest criminals and terrorists away for life, but Davik didn't like seeing his friends go down, so now I've got a bounty on my head. Oh, I think it's about time I collect your bounty, man. I mean, it sucks. Should have tried to get off world. You're gonna have to earn it. Jeez, Carth, I was worried about you for a second. But it's all good. We got our bounty. I'm just raking this in. I'm gonna be one of the best bounty hunters on the planet, and I've only been here a couple days. Uriah. Hey there, not too many people come in here to speak to me anymore. Most fancy surroundings the Upper City Cantina. But nobody there carries the kind of Pazak cards I sell. You interested in purchasing some individual cards to bolster your Pazak deck? Absolutely. Yeah. Tell me what you got for sale. There we go. There we go. This is the good stuff. Oh, fetch. I don't have enough. Ooh, boy. All right, well, I'm gonna have to come back. I don't have any money now. Let me go see. Maybe I can turn some bounties. Oh, what's going on?
Go away.
Hey, I like to talk like that. We want to say hi to Big Bad Bounty Hunter, Callow Nord. No, this can't be Callow Nord. It's supposed to be tough. This guy's nothing but a runt.
One.
What? What's that? You funny tough guy? You know who we are, Callow? We're members of the Black Booker gang. You don't want to get in funny plus do anything funny with us, tough guy.
2.
You don't understand. 1, 2? Why do you count? Trying to count how many of us are against him? It's 3 against 1, Callow. What do you think about those odds? Well, you got something more to say?
3.
Oh, looks like we got a bad A over here. Hello.
Go away.
I saw you mopped up those black bulkers. Nice work.
1.
I'm not looking for a fight, just wanted to talk.
2.
Okay, I see your point. I'll be off then.
Smart.
I don't want to die. I'm not confident in my abilities right now. Oh, Holden. He's the guy who got the bounty on the girl. But he's not the one paying.
I told you to leave me alone. So give me some space, Bug-Eye. Your breath smells like bantha poodoo.
This little girl should not be in bars. There's no place for little girl. Little girl's smart. She ran away home now.
Who you calling little girl, Chuba Face?
Oh, little girl needs a lesson in manners.
Just a sec, boys. Zaalbar, a little help here? I need you to rip the legs off some insects.
Mission? I'm busy. They just brought my food.
Quit complaining. You can finish eating later. Besides, you need the exercise, so get over here.
I love these guys. I love these two. We want no trouble with what you have a problem with you, little girl.
You got a problem with me? Then you got a problem with Big Z. So unless you want to take on my furry friend, I suggest you greenies hop on out of here.
Little girl lucky she had a big friend. Why are you bothering me?
Hey, relax, Big Z. No need to be rude. Sorry about that. But Wookiees ain't much for conversation, you know?
Alright, well, now I'll talk to you.
Say, I don't recognize you, and I know pretty much everyone in the lower city. You must be new down here. I guess that makes me and Big Z your official welcoming committee.
That's weird. Twilight speaks Galactic Basic.
It's not that strange. Most aliens can speak Basic, they just prefer to use their own language. But I grew up here on Taris, so I just sort of got used to speaking the native tongue.
You showed a lot of guts dealing with those Vulkars, kid. You got a name?
My name's Mission Veo, and this big Wookiee is my best friend Zaalbar. I'd offer to give you a tour, but the streets down here aren't safe. But if there's anything else you need...
No, you guys are like the most dynamic duo ever. That's awesome. How did a Wookiee and a Twi'lek street urchin end up as best friends? Sounds like a book.
We just kind of fell in together. It ain't easy on your own here in the lower city. Everyone's always looking to push you around.
So we noticed. Still, you seem like an odd pair.
When I met up with Zaalbar, seemed like a pretty good match. I knew we could look out for each other. With my street smarts and his muscle, we make a great team.
Oh, I'd like to ask you some questions, actually.
Well, you came to the right person. If you want info on Lower Taris, I'm the one to talk to. Davik, the lower city gangs. I even got the scoop on that bounty hunter, Calo Nord.
Tell me about Davik.
Davik's part of the intergalactic crime syndicate, but I guess everyone knows that. But I hear he's got a new ship for his smuggling operations, the Ebon Hawk. I don't know much about space travel, but I hear that ship's fast enough to break the Sith blockade. Of course, this is all just secondhand rumor.
Where would he keep it, do you know?
If Davik does have a ship, he's got it locked up in his estate. Nobody gets in there. Except the people working for Davik and the exchange.
Sounds like we will need to go talk to this Davik. Maybe I can impress him with my bounty hunting skills. So what about the lower city gangs? They've been causing trouble.
There's only 2 gangs worth worrying about here in the lower city. The Black Vulkars and the Hidden Becks. Sometimes Zaalbar and I hang out at the Beck base. The Becks are led by Gadden Beck. He's a good guy. Lost his sight in a swoop bike accident a few years ago, but even blind, he's a great leader. Not like that traitor Brejik. Before he took over the Vulkars, he was a Hidden Beck. Gadden considered that ungrateful space slug his adopted son.
Interesting. So why did Brejik leave the Hidden Becks? Sounds like there was a pretty big falling out there. I mean, there's usually a reason. It's not like a vacuum.
When Gadden went blind, everyone figured he'd step down and appoint Brejik in his place. But Gadden figured Brejik wasn't ready yet. He wanted him to wait a few years. But Brejik was too impatient. He left to join the Vulkars, and ever since, he's been waging a war to wipe Gadden and his Becks from the face of Taris. This gang war in the lower city is totally the Vulkars' fault. They're the ones killing everything that moves out on the streets. It's like they've gone insane.
Interesting. Yeah, that definitely sounds complicated. Of course, I'm sure he's got his own side to the story, but I don't know. Seems like he had it made and tossed it away for simple pride. What about Calo Nord?
Calo Nord's one of the most famous bounty hunters in the galaxy. He's killed more people than the Iridian Plague. I've seen him kill people just for trying to talk to him. He hangs around Zach's bounty office, but I don't think he's looking for work there. All the postings there are small time.
way beneath a bounty hunter of his caliber. I figure Callow's been hired by Davik to do a special job for the exchange. I'd wager 1,000 credits that as soon as the quarantine ends, he'll be getting off this rock.
That makes sense. Well, thank you for all your advice, Mission. I wish you guys could travel with us and, you know, maybe not have this other thing behind me.
You going? Yeah, this dive is pretty boring. No action around here. Come on, Big Z, let's go.
But I haven't finished eating!
Can't you think about something besides your stomach for 5 minutes? Come on. We'll go see if there's anything good to eat at the Beck base.
Alright, well, hopefully we'll see you again soon, Mission. Now, I've got a bounty to talk to. Ah, there you are. Hello, Zax. I've not seen you here before, human. You're here to a new bounty office, yes? My name is Zax. I'm the one in charge here. Are you looking for work? There are many bounties available here, legal and otherwise, but they all pay quite well. Or are you here for information? Everyone knows I'm one of Davik's best agents. I'm the hut with all the answers. Great, let's see. I don't have the serum, so I'm not going to talk to you about that. Let's see. Tell me about the bounties. There's 2 government contracts. One's an assassin named Selvin, the other is Bendak Starkiller. He's a famous deathmatch duelist. Between them, they've killed hundreds of people.
I can't see anything wrong with getting rid of people like that, as long as we don't end up on the list of their victims.
But not all the bounties are dangerous. Davik's got some special contracts. One's for a girl named Dia. She attacked Holden, one of Davik's men. Another's for a man named Largo, who owes Davik money.
Okay, I don't know about Davik's special contracts. Justice is one thing, but doing a crime lord's dirty work is something else.
Speak! When it's your turn, Carth. I don't know what you're talking about. We gotta get on that guy's good side. And then there's my trick. He used to work for Davik, then betrayed the exchange. Now Davik wants him dead. I'll put the information on your datapad. Let me see. I got a bounty I want to collect on. A bounty? Well, human, this isn't what I expect to hear. Which bounty are you here to collect on? Tell him about Matrick. The traitor Matrick's the dead traitor. This is a lesson for anyone thinking of turning against the exchange. Here, 300 credits. That's the price for all bounties. I think it's 400 for the job. You're brave, human, bargaining with the hut, but I like you. Okay, 400 it is. You do good work, human. There's a lot of bounty hunters on Taris, but most are lazy. Maybe if you keep cashing in bounties, they'll work harder. Let's see, I got a bounty to collect on. He's gonna repeat the same line, so I'm not gonna keep reading it. Talk about Dia. Too bad. Dia was a nice girl, but she attacked Holden, and Holden worked for Davik. That was just stupid. Here, 30 credits. Price for all bounties. Yep, I am brave. I love having good persuade. Want to collect on one more. Tell him about Largo. Largo should have known better than to run. Maybe new people will learn the lesson. You owe Davik money, you pay. Here, 300 credits. That's the price. Yeah, dang, I got like 300 extra credits just from talking to him. Alright, I'll be going now. Good doing business with you, man. Alright. So, I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna check something real quick, because I feel like... Yeah, okay, the sound settings are about what I expected. Okay, I was worried it was getting too loud. If it is too loud, please let me know. That'd be good to know. Anyway. What? Why are you bothering me? Can't you see I'm auditioning a dancer? Or at least I'm trying to audition it. Not much point, you don't have a partner. Who are you? Name's Bid Surul. I'm Joe, the Starlight Entertainers, the top priority troop in this sector of the galaxy. I was here scouting new talent when the Sith attacked, and now I can't leave. You think the Sith would let me go if I get back to my troop, but I guess I don't appreciate the arts. So, since I'm stuck here, figured I might as well continue my auditions. Supposed to be auditioning Lynn, but I think I'm wasting my time. Lynn's got all the moves, but I need to know she can pull them off while sharing a stage with her partner. Where's her partner? She doesn't have one. That's the problem. Aren't you listening to me? Dancers don't perform solo, so I need to see if she can work with someone else before I get her off stage. Well, maybe I can help her out. Hopefully for a price. Doubt she'll just want to dance with someone who want her by, but this is her one shot at the big time. Dancing with some wannabe as her partner isn't going to help her cause. On the other hand, I'm not going to hire her unless I can see her action with a partner. Maybe she's desperate enough to give you a chance. You'd have to ask her, I guess. Alright, Lynn. Come on, let's see if you can work this out. Maybe you can make a deal. Can't you see I'm auditioning? This is my show at the big time. I can't risk screwing it up by talking to you. And what's the use? There's no paid bim's gonna hire me unless you get a chance to see me dancing with a partner. Maybe I should just give up. Why don't you have a partner?
My
last partner left me. She was always trying to upstage me, even though it was obvious I have 10 times her talent. When I finally told her that, she stormed off. Guess the truth hurts. My partner before that was even worse. If I had tipped over his staggering feet, I was ducking under his flailing arms. I ditched him after less than a week. Maybe I could be your partner. I admit I'm getting desperate. I'd hate to blow this audition, but I don't know if I'm ready to just pair with a random passerby. How do I know you're any good? I'm good enough to get you through the audition. Well, you do have a certain look about you, confidence and movement. I guess you'll have to do, but I'm warning you, don't screw this up. Mr. Sherul, I've got a partner now. I'd like to audition for you again. Okay, Lid, you got one more chance. I'll give you a minute to get your partner set up, and let's see what you got. I've got one time to watch you for 3 more dances. Make them count. Okay, just follow my lead. Remember, the more complicated our steps, the closer we dance, and the more it'll impress Bim. I don't get too close if you can't handle it. I don't need a clumsy oaf tripping me up. Try not to screw this up for me, okay? Oh, look at these dance moves. Pure skill and talent here. Join Lynn by dancing very close beside her. I got some moves too. We're doing the shepherd. Very nice, Lynn. You know your partner isn't too bad for an amateur. Okay, let's see what else you got. Okay, we're off to a good start. Like Bim said, you're not bad for an amateur. The next dance is a little different, so watch me for the pickups and follow my lead. If I'm honest, I feel like this was supposed to be a mini game, but it's not. Instead, we just do that, and then I just make a decision. It's like, you'd ruin it by running around in circles. That's what that stands beside her, not behind her. Doing the shepherd. Someday we'll play Mass Effect on this channel, I hope. Good, good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice tempo. Looking good, Lynn. Okay, one more dance to go. Okay, one dance to go. Lynn looks happy. As long as we don't screw up, I think we've got it. Follow me and please, just keep it simple. Oh, look at that. We're throwing in a hand wave. Ooh, doing the Jedi mind trick, except the Jedi mind trick is hocus. All right. Let's ruin it by taking a dive. Let's just dance beside her. Oh yeah. Look at these moves. Looking good, very good. Feel the music. Let it flow through you. Well, what do you think? Did I get the job? You want me to dance some more? I can do another one for you if you want. Relax, Lynn. You made it. You got the job. Welcome to Starlight Entertainers. I made it. I really made it. This is incredible. I don't believe it. Believe it, kid. You're in. Now we need to get you fitted for your outfits. We need to start rehearsals. Got contracts to sign. Let's go. Busy, busy. That's the life of a star. Thank you. I couldn't have made it without you. I'll give you a big hug, but frankly, you're a little beneath me now. Like Bib said, I'm going to be a star. If you're ever traveling the galaxy and see the Starlight Entertainers performing, stop by Nashville Inn. I'll see if I can get you some free tickets. Oh, what was that? No! Come back. I'll get you some free tickets. You son of a gun. You serious? I don't even get a thank you? That sucks. Now, you look like you play.
Greetings, stranger. My name is Gelroot. Are you a Pazak player by chance? It's so hard for me to find a match now that I've been banned from the Upper City Cantina.
Really? Why were you banned?
A simple misunderstanding. Some of the other Pazak players don't understand the finer points of the game. So what if I win 15 matches in a row? That doesn't mean I cheat. There's no justice. My lucky Pazak deck was confiscated and I was banned from the Upper Cantina. Since then, I've been desperate to find a match.
Lucky deck, huh? Ah, sure. Probably a mistake, but let's play.
Excellent. My funds were getting somewhat low.
All right, let's wager 40. Where's the mouse? Oh gosh, where'd it go? It's like on invisible on me for some reason. All right, now we got these plus minus cards, so I'm gonna make my deck mostly out of these if I can. All right, and then okay. Gosh darn it. I can't see my mouse. What's going on with that? Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. See, now I can flip these cards. This is a good hand. Oh, fetch! Okay, good. I thought I ended his stand. I was freaking out for a second, in case you couldn't tell. But now I can be a little riskier and try and go higher. But I get to just go ahead and match him here and tie the match. So that's good. That was my worst card. Now I got to play it to make sure he didn't get a point. So I count that a win. Ooh. See, I got a -6. I'm gonna take the risk here and try and go again. Fetch. All right. Well, I'm gonna let him win. I don't want to waste a card right now. $11. Hey, that was lucky. Come on, come on. 13. I could do a +6, but I could go above it. So let's see. Let's play a little riskier here. Dang it, he won. He's only got one card though. He's got less wiggle room. Oh, there we go. 20. Dang it! Gosh darn you, game! He's gonna win for such a Oh, I'll stand at 18. Gosh darn it! Get a 10. Give me a 10. Dang it! Come on, I gotta get lucky here. I suck!
You played well?
No, go away. You suck.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the hidden back base. How do I know you're not a Vulcar spy sent to kill Gadon Thek?
I need Gadon's help. I was told to speak with him.
A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gadon. He's a hero of the common folk. But the days of the Hidden Beck's open door policy are gone. Between the Sith conquest and the Vulcar gang war, Gadon has more enemies than he used to. We're being careful about who we let in now.
Well, maybe I could be an ally against those allies. I don't think a bribe's going to be a great way to make a impression.
Well, we do need all the help we can get. And you don't look like you're with the Vulcars or the Sith. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gadon in the heart of his own base. Not with Zerdra watching his back.
So you're going to let me in?
Go in and speak to Gadon if you want. Just remember to be on your best behavior. The Hidden Becks are watching you.
Cool. I'll keep that in mind. Let's go see what this Gadon's all about. He sounds like a pretty nice fellow, though. Look at all these Becks. They're not very well hidden, honestly.
Hold it right there. Who are you, and what is your business with Gadon?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base. It would be a suicide mission.
You're too trusting, Gadon. Brezhik and his Vulcars want you dead. Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zerdra? Like the Vulcars do? I will never let it come to that. Now step aside and let them pass.
As you wish. You can speak to Gadon if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulcar spy.
I mean, yes ma'am. Don't worry. I don't intend to do anything like that quite yet. Unless he's got a bounty on his head, then we'll see.
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brezhik and the Vulcars began this war against us, she's been a little overzealous in her security duties. And the problems with the Sith haven't helped things. Zerdra seems to forget that I know how to look after myself. Now, how can I help you?
You have problems with the Sith too?
A foreign army invades Taris, declares martial law, and locks down all travel to and from the planet? You damn well bet I have a problem with that. If the Sith ever moved in down here, all the swoop gangs would unite against them. We'd use hit-and-run guerrilla tactics to pick them off. Their casualties would be enormous.
Don't fool yourself. The Sith would never commit to that kind of operation. They'd probably do something much more grand and deadly.
But so far, the Sith have stayed out of the lower city, and our strength is wasted on this stupid gang war. I tried to explain this to Brezhik, but he and his Vulcars won't listen.
Right. I need information on those Republic escape pods that crashed into the other city. I'm willing to pay. I just made a bunch of money.
The escape pods? You know, I heard the Sith have been asking around the upper city about them as well. But you don't look like you're with the Sith.
They might be spies, Gadden. They might be working for the Sith.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we knew anything useful, they'd have a battalion of troops kicking down our door. No, I think this off-worlder has his own agenda.
Yeah, she's kind of got a point, though. I mean, she should be a lot more careful. You guys are pretty trusting, but trust me, I'm not working for the Sith.
I suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not like it could do any harm to me or my gang. But it might cause problems for the Vulkars, and that's okay in my book. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad we didn't get there first, considering what my spies reported the Vulkars found. A female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash.
Ooh.
We Becks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took her prisoner.
Interesting. Bastila's a slave. What'll happen to her now?
Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila's just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulkar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her.
Okay, swoop race. What's that got to do with anything?
I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual swoop gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brejik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the swoop race.
Ooh. How do I enter the swoop race?
I might be able to help you with this. If you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose.
I might help you if the price is right.
You're in no position to bargain here. Without my help, you don't have a hope of getting this Bastila back. You should at least listen to what I have to say. The swoop race is for the lower city gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hiddenbecks this year. If you win the race, you'll win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me. My mechanics have developed an accelerator for a swoop engine. A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back.
Okay, hang on. First of all, you're saying I should just do this out of the kindness of my heart, essentially, because it'll help me get Bastila. Why would you just trust me to suddenly fly this thing? That seems really suspicious. Like, think about that. Like, I'm an outsider. Why would you trust an outsider to win if winning is so crucial for you? Secondly, you just said how it would be suicide for me to try and attack you inside the middle of your own base. Yeah, you want me to sneak into the middle of their base, and somehow that's not suicide? How do I know you'll live up to your end of the bargain?
My word is my bond. Everybody in the lower city knows my reputation. Besides, you really don't have a choice. I'm your only ticket into the swoop race.
Fair point. How am I supposed to get inside the Vulkar base?
Getting into the Vulkar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission Veo.
Mission? Gadden, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the lower city. Plus, she knows the undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base, it's her.
Ah, interesting. I did meet her. So where could I find her? I mean, she just left the bar.
She and her Wookiee friend Zaalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the Undercity, despite the dangers. Your best bet is to look for her in the Undercity. But you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator.
Well, I've got Sith uniforms. I can just disguise myself. It worked before.
A simple disguise might have worked on the upper city guard, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the Undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway.
Wait, why do you want the uniforms? It sounds like It sounds like the papers are better in every way.
I like to be prepared. Eventually, the Sith are going to try to drive us out of the undercity. Sith disguises might give my people the edge we need in a crucial battle.
You know what? You've got a point, and if these papers are as good as you say, I'll take them.
Good choice. Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
I'll be back when I get the prototype accelerator.
I suggest you hurry. The swoop race is coming up, and we want you to have time to practice before the race.
Alright, well, Carth, you ready to throw ourselves into the fray once again? Looks like there's a little more going on up here. Sup,
you guys
my
are
dudes?
behind with your payments. What do you think just because you're in some gang, you don't have to give Davik his cut?
I don't think Davik doing anything for his share. We do all the work. Davik claims his part for the exchange, so let him prove it. Yeah, let this big crime lord come and get his money from the Black Vulkars.
Ah, so you want to play this the hard way? Okay.
Ooh, look at this guy. Oh, hey, Taris. I didn't know you were working for Davik now. Yeah, we were just goofing off around here. We don't want any trouble with Mandalorian. Here, take Davik's cut. Ah, fetch again. Gosh darn it, game.
I knew you boys would see reason. Now get out of here.
Too bad. I was looking forward to cracking some heads.
Maybe next time, Candaris. I better get this over to Davik. I'll call you if anyone else gets behind on their payments.
Ooh, interesting. Hello, I've always wanted to talk to a Mandalorian. They've become rather popular lately.
Those Vulkars are dumber than a Coruscant granite slug. They actually think being in that pathetic little gang of theirs makes them important. Gadon keeps his hidden Becks in line, but Brezhik's getting dreams of grandeur. If Davik's smart, he'll slap that young punk back down.
Sounds like a good idea to me. Who are you?
I'm someone you don't want to get on the bad side of. And I'm not one for small talk. I don't have time to stick around here anyway. Davik's got me working on a special assignment.
Alright, well, I'll see you around. Actually, might see you in here. Of course, I'm gonna go heal up real fast, because you know, I can just do that. Oh, hello. You seem to be taking great interest in our progress. Need something, little man? Quiet, Lugaro! That's Carlo Nor, the infamous bounty hunter!
There's a bounty on your little green heads. I'm here to collect.
The only way you'll collect the bounties over our cold dead bodies.
That's the plan.
Oh, jeez. Hey. Kylo Nord, we got a lot in common. I like your guns. Alright then, see ya. Coolio. This is another puzzle one where like you got to unlock this with a question. So read the message. Hey Elam, how's life on Taris? Heard your brother left for Tatooine to become a miner. Did he at least leave hyperdrive behind to keep you company? Hope you're still practicing with that blaster I gave you. Remember what I taught you? Because you might need it. Taris isn't like Alderaan, it can be dangerous there. Stay away from those swoop gangs. Keep everything locked up in the old strong box. Nobody's gonna bust into that thing. Hopefully hear from you soon, Uncle Louie. Okay, so now I gotta remember all that, and Carth, you're lucky. Alright, because the strongbox is older, off-planet modeled, there's no interface. For you to try and slice the system, you have to figure out the password if you want to get inside. Let's try the password. Alright. What's the name of your pet? Hyperdrive. What is the name? What? Hyperdrive. Okay, good. Who taught you to fire a blaster? Your uncle. Where'd your friend come from originally? Alderaan. There we go. Piece of freaking cake. Ooh, Republic mod armor. Very nice. Now, that sounds like a heavy armor, and if that's the case, I don't think I want it. Max dexterity base 4, defense 5. Okay, so it's pretty much the same as what I've currently got. But mine will be better with dex. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this to you, since you are Republic anyway, so it'll look good on you. Yeah, look at that.
Sure.
Okay. Doesn't look like there's much else left to do, so let's keep exploring and then head out. Ah, you're one of the bounties.
Stop right there, or I'll give you a blaster shot right between the eyes. Now, what are you doing here?
I'm gonna click the bounty on your head, Slevin.
You're a fool if you think you can
Selvin.
collect the price on my head. Now you'll see why I'm the most dangerous assassin on Taris.
Holy crap, she dropped him! Oh my gosh. Oh! Yep, that was bad. We're gonna try that. We're gonna try that again. Carth, take an energy shield, please.
Yes? No problem. Got it.
Dormantu, I've come to bargain.
Stop right there, or I'll give you a...
Alright, I'm gonna click the bounty.
Fool. Now...
Uh-huh. Yes?
Yeah!
Stunner, stunner!
Ha! How'd you like that?
Yes! We got her! Whew! That was terrifying. I miss. Fetch. Did that guy just go and start shooting at the Sith? What the idiot?
That hurt, I bet.
Okay, well, there we go. Yeah, he literally went and shot at the Sith. Oh, something seems to be bothering Carth. Maybe you should speak to him. Alright, Carth. Any more accusations you're gonna throw? I still think you're the one. If anyone's a traitor, it's you.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I want to discuss something with you.
You do? Well, fair enough. What do you want to discuss?
I want to talk about these issues you seem to have with me.
I knew you wouldn't understand where I was coming from. Let me try and explain. You got the skills of an elite commando, and you saved my butt more than once. Between that and your facility with languages, I'm lucky you're here. But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop watching you being wary. I'm just not built that way. Period.
What exactly are you watching me for?
I don't know that yet. Like I said before, it's probably nothing, but I've been betrayed by people before, and well, it won't happen again. That's all.
Okay. Of course it won't happen again if you never trust anyone.
Look, I'm not trying to insult you. This is just the way I am. No need to take it personally.
I think that's the thing, Carth. You're taking it personally. I'm taking it personally because you're taking it personally. Right, and how am I supposed to know you won't betray us?
Me?
Yes, you. Why should I trust you after all?
You shouldn't. If you're smart, you won't trust anyone. Not me, not Bastila, and especially not yourself.
Ah, so you don't trust yourself, is that it?
I don't need to be analyzed, thanks. Can we just get back to business?
So leave. If you be on your own, if obviously what you want.
It's not what I want. I have a duty, and I intend to see it through. The galaxy is in danger, and I want to save it. That's what I want. Why is whether or not I trust you or anyone so damned important to you? Why do you even care? We don't have time for this, so can we please just drop it for now? Can we pick it up later if you really must? I want to get underway.
See, Carth, I just can't trust you. You're just being stupid. How am I supposed to trust that? Honestly, seriously, like how? Like, it makes no sense. He's just like, I can't trust you. And I'm like, well, I don't trust you. He's just like, well, why don't you trust me? It's like, you can't have it both ways. Seriously.
Hold on there, civilian. Only those with official Sith business are allowed into the undercity. Unless you've got the proper security papers, you better just turn around and go back the way you came.
I've got the papers right here, sir.
Let me see. Yeah, these look to be in order. Okay, you can go down if you want. Can't say I envy you, though. The undercity is crawling with mutants. Rat ghouls, they call them. If you see anything moving down there, shoot first and ask questions later.
Lovely. But that is where we're going to end our story for today with Killy the Bid. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a bit of an interesting one. We kind of went through the rigmarole. Obviously, I cut out a lot of just the general like Humpty Dumpty exploration. It didn't have anything really truly interesting going on, but I left in all, of course, the fun and character growth details. I want to take a quick peek at the character sheet. We are pretty much smack dab in the middle of like the light and dark, which is kind of, I don't know if I'm like gonna target it per se, but I'm very interested in trying to do that because I've always wondered what happens if you stay relatively neutral. But I'm not going to be trying to shoot for that. It's like I said, I'm going to be playing Killy the Bid. He's just going to be a smuggler who got hired by the Republic and has gotten swept up in a bunch of problems. The Sith are obviously not going to be worth working with, so he's going to stick with working with the Republic primarily, but he's also in it for himself and making sure that he gets what he needs done and taking care of the things that need to be taken care of. So we're going to play throughout, see how things play for that. But thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me. It's a pleasure to have you here. I hope you've enjoyed the series so far and you're enjoying, like luckily we shouldn't have any more interruptions and I shouldn't have any more recording issues, hopefully. So as long as all things go relatively smoothly, we should have this every week. I apologize for skipping a week, but these things kind of happen. But I'll make sure it all works out eventually. So thank you so much. And I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hopefully you'll stick around and see the other great story content that we cover. We cover a lot of visual novels. If you've never tried those out before, I highly recommend it. If you want to know a good place to start, there's a good one called KOTOR Sojo or Doki Doki Literature Club. Both of those are visual novels that are free. They have dynamic character growth and development. It's very fun and interesting. It's a type of gaming experience you may not have ever tried before, and I highly recommend you give it a shot. It's just one of the best modes of sharing stories and enjoying a game that I've ever come across, and it has a lot of story-based, choice-based content. So oh, my cat's doing. So if you enjoy the concept of being able to craft your own character in a game like Knights of the Republic, you actually probably would really like visual novels. It just doesn't tend to have the gameplay, tactical building and combat as much as just focusing on character and character development. So if you really like digging into characters and having them be really fleshed out, like the sad thing about games like this is that while it has great characters, they tend to be shallow. They tend to be fairly straightforward, a couple, like a core conflict, a core resolution, and then their best friend forever kind of situation. Visual novels can really go much further in depth, so I highly recommend you check those out. But anyway, that's enough blabbing from me. Thank you so much, and thank you especially to the patrons who have continued to make this content much more easy for me to post and just supporting me in the various ways. I don't deserve you. You guys are amazing, so thank you so much. And until the next video watching me, I'll see me in next. I'll see you there.